Hello everyone. Welcome to the Fluffle. I feel like at this point I should like have my own intro. So maybe I'll have the welcome to the Fluffle as my intro. But I do plan on making a much longer, more in-depth video of basically every single anime. But for people that don't want to sit down for like hour-long, like kind of edited content, I'm here to give you a quick summary, quick rundown of what I personally think will be the top 5 anime of this season. And I'm not including any kind of like season stuff like Demon Slayer new seasons coming out, Slime anime new seasons coming out, new seasons of basically new season of a bunch of different stuff. I'm not including them. I'm talking about the new runner-ups, the new hard hitters. And I've watched, I believe, like between 30 to 40 anime that came out this season. So I've basically watched them all. I think I actually have watched all of them that are at least one episode of every single anime. And I'm here to give you your quick little dose of Shiritonin. I'm not here to be here for, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I'm here to give you a quick video where you don't have to sit down for an hour. And I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna be pretty quick about it. So yeah, let me I'm kind of doing it in the same way that I did my hour-long video, but I doubt you saw that because it was an hour long. I have them already set up, and they're not set up as I would like them to be. Okay, so basically on the side of the screen, you're going to be seeing the thumbnail, basically the cover shot of the anime. You'll see a little bit of the name, sometimes it'll be cut off. I'm going to give you a little tiny synopsis or what I've seen in the episode, give you my reasoning as for its placing, and pretty much be giving you in the order. I have this in order of 5th place to 1st place, so we're going for the least. But keep in mind, this is of like 40 anime. This is what I think will be the best animes of this season that aren't including like the ones that already have multiple seasons. So I'm talking about the new ones, the new anime. And up in 5th place, we have Kai to Otome to Kamikakushi, or Mysterious Disappearances. And this is basically this one I don't think is going to be for everyone. This one's kind of my personal pick because this is definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but this is something that is super unique. So far I love all the characters. They have such pretty eyes, and this is kind of like a supernatural mystery type of anime. And how I would describe it is it's kind of like oh, what was that anime? It's kind of like a more fucked up version. It's like a more horror focused version of like the Bunny Girl Senpai. Like basically it's like there's only one episode, so I can only go off this one episode. But how I basically imagine it is every episode there's going to be a new mystery or supernatural something of sorts. But it's more horror focused. A lot of the other supernatural mystery type things either has the supernatural be on the back burner or the supernatural be very, very tame. Like there was that other anime where it was like they went over and they took out the supernatural stuff, and it was more of like an ecchi slice of life comedy. This don't get me wrong, there's still some funny moments in this, but this is a lot less comedy, and this is a lot more aesthetic is how I would say it. This will not be everyone's cup of tea. This is like a mystery, somewhat horror, supernatural anime. The character designs are pretty cool. I like them. One of the characters has huge titties, like massive titties, and you get to see them on occasion. You don't see any. It's like it's not uncensored or anything like that. It's just, it's slightly on the ecchi side, but I don't think this is like that much of an ecchi anime. So keep that in mind. And up next in the 4th anime, 4th place, we have Windbreaker. This anime I actually had high hopes in just because the cover looked good. The cover is different here on this page than the one that I saw, but I had a feeling it was going to be good, and I was not let down. The main character is very cool. They have heterochromia, heterochromia gang rising up, of course. Heterochromia, for those that you don't know, is different colored eyes. The main character has I believe, a black eye and a gold eye. His hair is cut into different parts. And essentially, this one is an anime about someone who was considered to be a delinquent because everyone just judged him based on his appearance, and he basically moved to a new place, a new school, where people basically fight. So this is more of this is more of an action slice of life kind of martial arts type thing, and it's basically a school all about fighting. I wouldn't consider this a sports anime, but it looks like it has the animation is really good. It feels really good. The opening itself was like amazingly animated. The animation looks great, the characters look great. They all have different, like, they're unique character designs, which I find very nice. And so basically this guy, basically he wants to be the strongest, you know, like the typical anime like that. And he essentially finds people who think they're strong by picking on people that are weak. He like hates them. And so he got into a lot of fights when he was younger. People basically, you know, had prejudice against him because he just looked different, and he looked evil. He looked like a delinquent. And so people treated him like one. And now that he's moving to this new place, he's finding out that people actually do want him. People do need him. People actually care about him, and they're not just assuming he's a bad apple because of the way he looks by like him fighting, stuff like that. So now he's in a place where basically he moved to a high school where the high school protects people from like delinquents and people that just rob. And he's finding a place where he can fight for good, basically. And animation, top notch. Character designs, very cool. The characters itself, very nice. Like, I don't know, it's just so far I'm very impressed. I've only watched one episode because most of these animes only have one episode out already. And this one's a banger. This one I have very high hopes for this one. That is why it's number 4 on my list. Up next, number 3 on my list, we have Remonster. This is essentially, if I were to give you a TLDR of this, it is essentially just slime anime, but instead of being a slime, he reincarnated into a goblin. And instead of him being a random office worker like Rimuru used to be from the slime anime, he came from a world where there was fighting, and he had the superpower of whatever he eats, he gets the power of. And he basically took that into his next life. So essentially he starts off as a goblin. He slowly evolves, which is very cool, because in the slime anime you got to see the goblins evolve, but you weren't following the goblin as a main character. So like Rimuru didn't really evolve, he just stayed a slime. Where this one, you get to see him actually evolve and become like greater forms of goblins and stuff like that. We saw this last season with like the Undead Adventurer or Unwanted Adventurer. I can't remember what the name was. And you get to see it again here. This one looks like it's going to be a very good one. This one just gives the same isekai vibes as like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, which is the one that I'm comparing this most to. I think this is going to be a good one. The main characters are good. He's very smart. He's learning. He came from a world where it was like much more harsh and he was more of a monster. And now he actually has a heart. He protects his group. He's learning to not be alone, which is very cool. And he lives, you know, he's living a hard life. The animation's really good. And it's just all around, I feel like this is going to be a good anime. And there's already 2 episodes out. Both episodes very good. And like, I don't know, I think it's going to be it's a banger. It's a banger. It's going to be a good one. That's why it's number 3 on my list. Now number 2 on my list, what is my second favorite anime so far. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. I am sure if you have Twitter and you are like following me or following people that, you know, look like me, you definitely have seen this boy on Twitter. Holy shit, have I seen people have been all riled up. Like, he's got like fucking, look at those thighs. Do you see those thighs? And it's a child, but he's actually 32. So you get to see all the Twitter arguments go on about like, but he's a child. And then the other side is going, he's actually 32. He was reincarnated. And then it's like, it's overall. Whether or not people are horny over this kid, it is a great anime. It is extremely pretty. The visuals are amazing, and this is just like a satisfying the main character's OP anime, where he was isekai'd. He started off before he was isekai'd being like a pitiful, like just a regular citizen who really wanted to learn magic and do magic, but because of his bloodline, he didn't have the innate talent for it. He didn't have the mana, and so he got killed by royalty, basically. And instead of like being upset with being killed, instead he admired the magic that he was killed with, and his one wish going into death was, I wish I could have this power so I could dedicate my life to this. And so he was reincarnated, and now he has spent every waking moment of his life that he's allowed to learning magic and being magical. So like even when he was a toddler, he was like, he's outclassing like the highest magicians and stuff like this. And it's just a really creative character. The animation, I can't tell you how pretty this animation is. It's so good. The main character I think is adorable, really cute. All of the characters look unique, all the characters look nice, and it's just so far good story, something that I will be watching and looking forward to every new episode that comes out. This I can already tell is going to be my top, like this is going to be in my tops. And you know, and it's also really fun seeing people go up in flames on Twitter about like, why is this child showing so much skin, or people completely like being horny, like dripping messes over this kid. And like it's very funny to watch that for me. But yes, this is definitely my number 2 like most like potential I see in the animes this month. Up next I have 2 runner-ups of what like could have made the top 5 but could easily. So before we get to what I think will be the best anime this season, and this is of course just my personal feelings, personal thoughts on it, we're gonna get to the favorable mentions. Is that what that's called? Honorable mentions. We have, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. I think this has extremely high potential. I think this is gonna be a good anime. I think this is gonna be a good anime. The only reason why I kind of put this not in the top 5, even though it probably should be above my 5th place, is just I don't like how they drew the main character. They made him like too chonky, kind of. I don't know. They drew him like kind of weird. And essentially, so the synopsis of this anime, I think there's 2 episodes. There might only be 1 episode. I've watched whatever there is. Basically, this kid got reincarnated, and his power is he can see like basically the stats of what people can be, like the potential of people, and also like their current stats. And so he goes around and he's gonna be the lord one day because he, you know, was reincarnated as aristocrat. So he's going around and he wants to make the best, you know, empire that he can. So he wants to have the best people on his side. So he went into the random thing, and there's this one dude who is like from a different country, and everyone's being racist against him and like won't feed him shit. And of course he used his appraisal skill, and the guy has like an immense talent, but because he's like a different skin color and from a different place, like everyone is omega racist towards him. But the kid will not let him go, and eventually the kid basically recruits the person that is very talented that everyone's racist against. And you know, it's happy, and I feel like this is going to be one of those satisfying animes. There's going to be a lot of fighting, there's going to be nice fighting scenes, there's going to be nice animations, and it's going to be a cool premise, and I think it'll end up being a very, very good anime. But it didn't make my top 5, so oh well, sucks be you. Honorable mentions for you. And up next for the honorable mentions, we have Mission Yozakura Family. And this one, the pacing of the first episode, all over the fucking place. It went like the first second of the episode is like seeing this kid's dead family, and then it goes to school. And let me just say, like, the animation here is so pretty. All the characters have such a good design, such a unique design, and especially after seeing all the rest of the animes that came out this season, it's really nice to see something that's this nice looking, because there's a lot of like anime that came out this season that it's like 3D junk. Like it's like there's some that are such mid animations, such like 3D, like cutting all types of like they're just like trying to, like, they made a bicycle anime and they made all of the bicycles CGI, which would be the only reason why you would ever watch a sports anime, is if it looks really pretty or if the characters are interesting, and there's no way you're gonna make that interesting. So you better hope the anime looks fucking amazing. And the first thing they do is pull out the CGI bikes, and it looked so shit. I cannot express how bad it looked. So seeing something like this is so nice. And basically the kid's family died. He has a childhood friend, and the childhood friend has like a stalker. The stalker turned out to be like her brother, and they're all basically like not necessarily detectives, but they're spies. They're all spies, and it's a huge family. And it's just, there's so much that happens in the first episode. The pacing all over the place, but it's like if you went on TikTok and you scrolled like 50 times and you're just getting 1 second of like brain rot content every second. Like there's always something going on in this anime, and it's happening really fast. The visuals are really, really pretty, and a ton of stuff is just happening. And overall, I liked it. I think it's really good. It's something that I'm going to keep watching. That's why it's in the honorable mentions. And it's just a really interesting anime. All the characters seem super cool, super unique. All of them have like special powers and stuff like that. And it's satisfying. It's a satisfying anime. It doesn't waste time like world building. It just like fucking like a train just like going straight through everything. And it just kept going, and it didn't stop. It was like fucking, it was crazy. But yeah, as honorable mentions, I would say give it a watch. Like it's just like you're gonna be hit with everything all at once. That's the only thing about this anime that I think is a little like could throw some people off. Like you'll get whiplash from the beginning. You'll get whiplash from the entire anime. Like it felt like I watched 5 episodes in one. Like there was like this could have easily been 5 episodes, but they put it all in one. Like that could have been an entire anime. Like the first episode could have fit an entire like season of like just how much shit happened in it. It was crazy. It was like insane. And then up next we have what I think will be the best, my favorite anime, at least my favorite anime this season. What I have the highest hope for is the highest potential. This anime has 3 episodes out so already, and you know you have the magic 3 episode rule where you give it 3 episodes, and that's how you know whether or not you'll like an anime. You'll either drop it after the 3rd one. At least you could say you gave it a chance, and that is An Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride. This anime is so nice. I can't explain to you like how happy this anime makes me. It is a like kind of overpowered like main character who's super socially awkward, and like he's just doing shit, and he finds this person that he likes, and instead of the entire season they're like slowly falling in love with each other, it's nice. It's a much better pace than the typical anime. It's the 3rd episode, and it's so clear they already both like each other, and it's like they're living together, and he says how much he cares. It's just so nice. I can't explain to you how nice it is. So here I'll read you the synopsis on the page. When the sorcerer Zagon decides to participate in an auction selling the goods of a now dead archdemon Marquis, he expects to find items of untold power. What he finds instead is a rare, white-haired slave elf named Nephilia, and he immediately spends all of his money to purchase her, to the bewilderment of those around him. However, the secret reason behind Zagon's investment was that he actually had fallen in love with her at first sight. Unfortunately, Zagon has a problem. He is socially inept and has no idea how to express his true feelings, leading to many misunderstandings between him and his new companion. but slowly the two begin to understand each other and love begins to bloom. And that is a great synopsis. Some of these synopsises are like so shit, like it doesn't explain anything. That is a perfect, that explains it all. And so of course there's comedy that happens. It is so cute at times. It is like, when I'm watching this anime, I am smiling the entire time. It is like happy juices. It is like happy juices. And there's still fighting. There's still really cool like lore. There's still really cool magic designs. There's still really cool concepts. There's like sadistic moments. There's like, you know, super sweet, super cute moment. It has everything. Like it's just nice. It's so nice. Like, this anime, I think, will be maybe not everyone's favorite anime, but it's gotta be like at least I don't think someone could watch this and be like, this is bad. Like, I think this is especially after some of the junk I've seen this season, this is good. This is good. This, like, I watch this and I smile. I am happy. I like all the characters. And it's like, I don't know. I have high hope for super high hopes for this anime, and I think it'll do good. I think it'll be well, and I think that's my top 5 list. So did you disagree? I mean, how would you know? You probably haven't watched them. I watched like fucking 40 anime this season. Have you watched basically every anime? I've been no-lifing this because I knew I was gonna make videos on this, and I do want to make like more kind of like highly edited content with this, where it's not just me talking here. It's me like actually editing, because I've recorded some of my reactions and reactions of watching, like I watch this with people and I have recorded some of our reactions as well. So it'll be nice to kind of interject like I also kind of want to have footage of like the anime itself while I'm talking about the anime, but that's a future video to come. That'll be an actual edited like content video. But I know some of you guys don't have the attention span to watch an hour-long video, which is why I wanted to make this 20-minute shorter video of the top 5 animes and why I think they will be top 5 and why they are my top 5 and what I like about them and why I like them, as well as 2 honorable mentions. So I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. I was trying to make a shorter video just because I knew attention spans are, you know, kind of low. So hopefully you like my list. Hopefully you will give all of these animes a shot when you have the time, if you have the time. Some of them only have 1 episode out, some of them have 3 episodes out, and hopefully if you're looking for an anime to watch this season but you do not want to scavenge through all the trash, these are the top 5 I would recommend. These are the ones I would give a shot to. Like, and of course, if you've seen any of the other season ones, like the Slime anime, or Demon Slayer is another one that came out, or My Hero Academia, those ones have new seasons coming out. If you watched the previous seasons, of course, you should watch those as well. I didn't include them in the list because there is no point in me trying to say that one of the top 5 animes is going to be one of the top performing animes in the world, like fucking Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia and Slime anime. All of those are like insanely highly rated. That's why they have like 20 seasons. So I'm not gonna say those because like this is for the new animes that don't have 10 million seasons because they're good. Like, these are the ones where you don't know if they're good, and I'm here to answer those questions of how I think. Like, objectively, these are all good animes. Like, the only one where I could see people would probably like the least would be that detective supernatural anime, because it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and it's not like a huge major studio made it and stuff like that, and it's not insanely pretty like some of the other animes on this list. So this was my list. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you give some of these animes a shot. Tell me what you think. Tell me if any of these, like, comment down below. Don't forget to leave an algorithmic comment down below. Tell me what anime you are most looking forward to in this list. If you agree with my list, if you disagree with my list, your favorite anime from this season, what you're looking forward to this season, if any of these interest me or interest you, or if you have any questions about any animes. Of course, I always look at the comments, so I'd love to see what you guys have to say. And I am planning on making more content as well that isn't just, you know, like the typical like clip slop. I want to make, basically, I kind of want to make some edited content, and I've once again gone back to posting every single week a ASMR video. So of course, if you're a fan of ASMR and you've been spamming me in this comment section about ASMR, when's the next ASMR, there's ASMR on the other channel now, so you can stop crying. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. If you disliked the video, I'll kill you and your family and your dog and your wife's dog and your husband's dog and your child and your bloodline. I'll make you infertile. I'll kill your womb. You won't have any more eggs. You won't have any more sperm. Unlucky to be you. So just don't dislike the video. Just don't not like it. No, it's very simple. And yeah, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to make a lot more quality content while still being able to do this funny, nice, just commentary where I'm not doing any editing. I am just talking into a mic with a little bit of a plan, you know? So thank you and bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.